Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica here at Maui Fit 2021, and we are going to do a review of the Pso-Rite. The Pso-Rite is this piece of plastic right here. I first learned about this thing at Gambate Fitness. This has become extremely popular with CrossFitters. Basically, people who lift super heavy tend to pull their psoas. I have pulled my psoas dozens of times. I first started pulling my psoas when I was a kid because I worked on a farm. The difference was nobody knew that psoas pulls were a thing that were debilitating. And so I tended to be hurt a lot. I also ripped my psoas pretty hard when I ripped my leg in half. I was in the circus for a while. When I was training, I fell 25 feet. I dislocated my knee. I caused myself $150,000 worth of knee surgery. And then because I stood on one leg during recovery, my psoas became imbalanced. The psoas is a muscle that connects kind of the front of your hip bowl up to your spine, from the front to the back of your body. It's incredibly important. Most people's psoas doesn't work properly at all, and it is a major issue. And it is not being solved by just getting a massage unless you go to a physical therapist who really likes to cause pain. When you mess up your psoas, you basically can't stand and you can't walk. It happens a lot to people who lift a lot. At CrossFit, they had these. Somebody had handed my CrossFit coach a Pso-Rite and said, lay on it. We laid on it and I was like, oh my God, thank you. Something that gets straight into your psoas. So when you go to physical therapy, a good physical therapist will make her hand into a spear and she will stab it into your body like Indiana Jones, screaming Kali Ma, Kali Ma, and she will grab the psoas and hold it, and it will fight back. It feels like a guitar string. The longer she holds it or pushes on it or pushes it out of its path, the more it will release. And when it releases, it's amazing. Your whole body, you stand up straight again. You stop doing all these weird things with your spine. It's amazing. The problem with going to physical therapy all the time is it costs a lot of money. I'm talking $200 twice a week. I went for 3 years. I still kind of go once a week before COVID. Now that COVID is here, I have this. Essentially, the shape of this thing is replicating the spear hand of your physical therapist. You are going to lay on this thing between your rib cage and your hips. I like to lay on it for 2 to 3 minutes in each position. It is not going to be that easy in the beginning. I've built up a tolerance over time. You're probably going to start with a minute in 3 different spots. Think low, medium, and high. One side's probably going to be a lot more messed up than the other. My right side is always way more messed up. If I try to deadlift a lot with the CrossFit guys, my right side freaks out. It's all due to the injury. Let's drop down to the mat and show you how to do it. So we're down on the ground and we are going to lay down on the ground. I set this thing straight on the ground. I take my body, I get kind of into a push-up position, and I lower myself down onto the weight. In the beginning, people are going to try to lift up because they're going to fight it. What I like to try to do is get to a relaxed position, 2 palms all the way flat on the ground. Try and put your forehead on the ground. I'm going to try to wrap my spine like an angry cat over the Pso-Rite. I like to hold that for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes is my minimum amount of time. 4 minutes is even better. If I'm really messed up or I've gotten dropped doing stunts or something stupid and it's really tight, I'll hold each position for 4 minutes. Then I will move myself slightly forward to get it even deeper. Same thing, hands on the ground, forehead on the ground, relax your hips all the way down as low as you can. And then the last one, I try to get it almost down between my hip bones, beneath my belt line. That's usually the worst one. Get all the way down, relax your head onto your hands. Each position, 2 to 4 minutes. It sucks. I'm warning you ahead of time. It sucks while you're doing it. It will be great when it is over. When your psoas releases, if it's been tight for a long time, people will freak out. They'll have emotional things. It's like the heavens opened up and the light from heaven shone down upon you. It's really amazing. I've only ever had that before in physical therapy, which costs $200. Economically, this thing is a lot of money for a piece of plastic. It's $79.99. but physical therapy is $200 and it only lasts 1 hour. This thing is $80, and thus far, it lasted forever. As long as you don't set it in a house, it's on fire, it's gonna last. It is light enough you can pack it around the world with you, which we all do now. I take this as part of my movie travel training kit. I take 3 of them, they stack on top of each other, they go with all the other gear. We use it at the end of every single session. If you do martial arts, if you hit the ground a lot, if you ride horses, if you lift heavy weights, if you are a workman, for the love of God, this is worth your time and your money. This is a pretty positive review because I think that this is a really good idea, and I'm kind of jealous at how simple it is. It's a simple chunk of plastic with round edges that you use your body weight to lay on to create an immense amount of relief. Everybody in the modern world sits down all the time, in cars, on trains. Even if you walk a lot, we have all sat a lot in our life, and that distorts our posture in weird ways. I try to fix that through heavy club swinging, mace swinging, and kettlebell swinging, but I gotta say, adding this into your cool down every day is an extremely, extremely, extremely good idea.